Hello, my beautiful Pisces. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, this is Divine Light, and we're going to dive right in here to see what's coming your way within the next 4 weeks about money, career, and finances. As soon as I lift it up, I see a pond right here. I don't know if you play chess, and it seems like you have something which has a massive potential, but it looks small. This is in your heart space. This can be something you have as a skill or something that really fulfills you, that you enjoy doing. Because when the pawn actually crosses to the other side and gets to the end, it becomes a queen. So queen is the one, I think it's the most powerful in the game. So this is small at this moment, but when it actually goes through the trials and tribulation that it is necessary to grow, goes through, it will end up becoming the queen for you, so you can basically dominate the game that you're playing. And I'm gonna go with the general meanings of things. You can reinterpret, because like everybody is in different fields, working in different careers and money goals, so you can reinterpret this however it applies to you. I see a candy cane on the bottom of your heart right here in your cup. The candy cane is something that is fun, festive, and also cane can, because it looks like a cane also, in a situation of need of support, can support you, and it's a self-supporting thing. So when you hold it in the right way, it can fully support you. And it seems like it is showing within the 4th-week timeline. I see a bull right here above it. Bull is looking at the cane here. Bull can be a Taurus. Also, the Taurus has the authority, the Hierophant energy. That can be a representative of an authority that you're dealing with. This can be a boss, this can be government, this can be a bank. Maybe if you're in school, this can be a professor that you're dealing with. And this bull their head is actually looking a little down, like ready to attack mode. So I feel like here you have a support to overcome this coming your way. But it seems like there's still some time to this to happen. And I see there's a man here holding a cat in their hand. This can also be someone. The cat indicates calmness, and also because cats are smart and they do have their own like planning and stuff. So this can be a person who has this cat personality, maybe showing you a different way rather than just going through the arena, basically, like a matador. Instead of going through the arena, maybe going around it. They're showing you an easier way. Another thing with the cats is they find the shortest path to the things that they desire most of the time. I see here there's a flower blooming within the 1st week. This seems like a rose that is actually going to bloom. And there's also another here. You can see an empty cup type of thing here. It's filling up. The cup usually indicates emotionally fulfilling new offer coming your way. The cup is shaped like a flower as well. This is a stem of the flower. This is the body, but it's filling up through this rose. Rose indicates love, and it's a symbol of love. So something you love might be filling up another cup for you. The cup can be, in this case, material satisfaction. Some material goals are getting fulfilled. And rose can be a plant that the seed that you're putting down, and it's growing smoothly for you. I saw 2 things here. Initially, when I look at it, I saw a salamander. But then I look at it, it has 2 legs right there. This kind of looks like a frog as well. Salamander can be symbolizing fire sign. I feel like we have the salamander on the King of Wands. This can be an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, someone who is an authority figure. Not only that, they're powerful authority figure that has a lot of passion. They follow their passion. They make things happen. Someone maybe even has this kind of like magical aura, charming, and also sometimes they can be a little spontaneous, okay? But it doesn't mean this person doesn't have a plan, and they're showing up in your energy field. They're around your rose. The rose can be something that you have as a skill, that offering, and this person is ready to actually see that, maybe invest in that. The frog shape can be indicative of this person's sun, moon, rising, or Venus, which is a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So I'm going to go with the meaning of maybe this can be a person coming forward to help you. Another meaning of that is Pisces, you're a water sign. This can be your passionate side that needs to actually just come to surface now. And there's a calling, maybe there's something in your mind you keep visualizing, just keep coming to you as an idea that maybe needs to put into work so you can flower the rose. And you need to maybe trim the roses bushes a little bit so it can grow stronger and better. Okay, because when you trim the rose bushes, that's what happens. They are not really weak flowers. When you keep trimming them, their stems get like thicker, stronger. They turn even to wood. And I think Fender is actually making like a rose wood guitars and such, electric guitars. So it can turn into something extremely powerful, and they're probably really expensive as well. This is a resource that you have, looks gentle, looks cute and cuddly, but it can turn into something massive and strong in the future. I feel like here, see, there's an angel right there. This can be like an angelic feminine character who has kind of looks like a stethoscope. I think that's what it is that the doctors use. For some of you, this can be a medical advice, or there's a cow that they're looking at too. Can be a veterinarian if you're maybe growing animals, or the cow is actually indicative of prosperity as well as fertility and growth. And veterinarian here can be coming forward to maybe check out something that you're growing. And I'm going to go with an expert, the meaning of expert. It doesn't have to be you have a cow and there's a vet coming forward. This can be you have a source, there is an expert coming to check it and see it. And this can be a home that you're selling, for example, or this can be maybe you have a land, you have a product, and getting an expert opinion can be important towards the end of the first week here. The second week, you have a clear, no cloud-free weather. Basically, there's a big fish floating around. For some of you, this can be phone calls that you're making with like a higher places to reach out to your goal. The legal paper here can be a contract, can be an offer, can be something coming in the mail, or maybe you are preparing something to offer to someone. And this is going to be the second week you're going to actually spend that timeline growing this thing, maybe just making it perfect. Maybe you are dealing with contracts. That's what you do. That's your job. And it can be also something that maybe you create this perfect layout for some things. This can be a book that you're writing, like creating the chapters of the book, writing what are you going to put in there, and like creating a framework for yourself basically to move forward. And it is going to have extreme clarity in it, which it actually becomes your roadmap along the way. Okay. Within the third week, I kind of saw here like a train, not the locomotive. I think that's what it's called. The things that they're actually pulling, the beginning part of the train, where the conductor actually like rides the train basically. And it seems like here there's someone like jumping towards that train here, opening there, maybe like not to the front of it but to the back of it. So somebody's missing the train basically, not you. I feel like you are the one that is conducting the train and taking it to another land, taking it to another source. But it seems like here there's someone running after you, and they're going to be left in the dust. I don't feel like this person has negative intentions. Why? Because they're stepping away, like, or maybe just becoming late here. And there's like looks like a swordfish right there. This reminds me of a fish, the I don't know the anatomy of the fish, but like they have like some sort of things about their head. But the swordfish is visible. I feel like you're following the swordfish, Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius, someone's logic here. They are actually creating a layout for you to just how to maybe start this journey of that you are setting off to. The journey can be buying a new house, selling your house, moving to a new country. Maybe investing into some material something. And but the thing is, there's someone missing the opportunity here. Maybe you're offering, and like I said, they don't have negative intentions, but this can be someone who makes decisions really stretch their decisions, and they take their time to make their decisions. It's okay to leave them behind, and if they want to catch up, they will catch up with you. But if you are pausing, slowing down your progress because you want them to catch it up, it seems like that's not going to be the good idea, because you have the swordfish. Pisces also, even though it has like a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius sword energy around it, it is also a Pisces energy, the fish, which is someone aligned with you, making the plans with you together, that something fits you perfectly, tailors something for you. So if the other person doesn't catch up, it's their problem at this point. So you do not think about it. I feel like don't think about it, meaning in the sense of don't give it to energy. Maybe you have a brand. I actually have this Pisces girlfriend. She has her own brand setting up, and somebody actually told her to like just give me your brand name so I can use it for free. And she invested a lot of money in there, like one of her relatives. And that relative is not really catching up with her. That's the truth, because she is on the train. She's moving on. She's going to a new direction and dimension and upgrading her brand. She actually has a cheese brand. And the other relative is not there. They're not on the same page, because there's nothing for free. Like there's an exchange, equal exchange. We have laws of this universe, especially on the planet Earth. We have the equal exchange, karma. What you put out is what you get back. And there's another name to that law, that which you plant, which you saw. Like we have a lot of terms in different languages, in different cultures. There are all sayings states that like whatever you plant, you will saw that back in return. So if you don't plant anything, but you try to saw somebody else's crops, then that creates negative karma for your children, for your ancestors, like for your posterity, basically. I think that's what it's called. So here I feel like this person is not catching up with you in the same story like that. It's not catching up with you. It's not they're not really there to give you your part. Okay, they're their part. They're not ready to pay their part. So you can just pass them on and move on to the next. And maybe you're going to get a better offer in that case. That's just the universe sending you signs that there's something better out there for you. And then the bull shows up here. Bull can be an obstacle along the way. And I see there's someone like a mile dealing with a cat, has energy. Can be somebody who can really help you resolve the situation peacefully. Okay. And maybe finalize within the 4th week, finalize the situation in a calm and peaceful manner. Let's get into your saucer now. If you have a question, desire, intention, or a situation in your mind, let's hold on to that thought and see what's coming your way. I saw the fish again here. Now it's turning into a pregnant woman. Your desire has some time, but it's flowing smoothly when the right time comes. And a pregnant woman can sometimes indicates, yes, growth, but growing through pain, because like pregnancy is actually like something stressful. But it is turning into, as you can see, a new pathway here for you, and a smooth pathway. So this is the first week timeline showing up. I feel like you have been through certain things now. You are evolving and growing. You have been growing through it, and that's opening up a new pathway for you. For some of you, you have been there, seen it, done it, and now you're heading to a new direction. Your energy field is intact. There is another fish flowing. Oh, this kind of looks like a crocodile with a head right there. Between the end of the 2nd week and the beginning of the 3rd week, this can be someone coming smoothly into your life to maybe even take something from you. And like there's a second desire coming forward as soon as I said that. I feel like for some of you, this can be someone that you're trying to avoid, and that's why the wish fulfilled. I feel like you're going to be able to avoid this person. There's another bust of a head of a person right there. I see letter E as in Eric. Seems like there's like a seahorse right under him, or the Loch Ness monster under the pond, lake. This can be someone who is also a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They have authority. but they also have a hidden side of them, because Loch Ness monster, we don't know if they're wild animals, wild creatures or not. We just know they're a legend or a story that has been told. So this can be someone who has that kind of like a legend behind them. And I don't really see much, but there are people surrounding this person. They might have some story to tell, or they might have a power to change the course of something for you. They are showing up within the fourth week. And the bust usually is a symbol of that has been used for like the government, the elders, and like the people who has accomplished big things. So this can be someone who has the potential to do that, or has been doing that for a while. They're showing up in your energy. It can be a historical figure that you're taking an example of their life, or this can be someone who is actually getting things done that will be helping you with the operations that they're running. Let's dive into your tarot now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, it's good to focus on that one. But if you don't have anything specific in your mind, we're going to go with the general meanings of the cards, okay? First, we're going to look into your current situation. Then we're going to dive into the opportunities coming your way. Oh, wow. It seems like for some of you, this is 4 of Wands. You're completing a cycle, coming to the finish line. And this can be, if you're having struggling, it can be the issue. But also this can be like maybe a project that you have started completing, and that's time to celebrate. Time for celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations, and it seems like that's what you will be doing. What's the financial opportunity? Ace of Raphael. Even though this is shuffled, it came twice. This exact same spot I feel like came with, not I feel like, I remember coming with Cancer. So if you have Cancer in your chart and a Cancer is affecting you, maybe it's good to just take a look at that one. This is a new emotional experience coming into your life, which financial opportunity will be where you feel emotionally satisfied. What you're doing will satisfy you at the end of the day. This doesn't have to be like maybe doing something fun, because fun is different for everyone. I remember I used to have this girlfriend. She was an accountant, and she used to love crunching those numbers. That was her hobby. She loved that. She used to do that for hours and still love it. And for some people, that's such a boring thing to do. So this, whatever fun to you, do not be afraid of that. Do not feel like, oh, this is something weird. It is what it is. It is going to be your resource at the end of the day. Okay, it can be crunching numbers, it can be drawing for hours, or it can be like writing something or speaking to people, maybe like selling something to the people too. It can be something like that. Let's look at the financial challenges. Being too much of logic here, going with too much of logic. We're going to get the clarifiers, because when the clarifiers comes in, they can mean something different. We have a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here. For some of you, it can be in your chart. Brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, and humorous. And that can be the challenge here. Maybe not really getting help when it's necessary from the experts, knowing people, and you solely depending on yourself. You know exactly what to do, the benefit of experience, the time for your career rather than relationships. So I feel like here, the challenge can be fully focused on the career, first of all, and not really having fun. The second thing is your approach to the situation, saying that I know I can take care of everything by myself. I don't need help. That can also cause you to maybe get tired or get annoyed of the situation and not being able to resolve the conflict. It seems like if there's help available to you, it's good to take that. This is how you should manage your finances. We have Six of Michael, which is Six of Swords energy. He's sailing towards choppy waters, to the calmer shores, to a peaceful environment. This is going to be the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans. Relocation or travel. How should you manage your finances? Walk away from the trauma or drama, exactly, and also consider a different approach. Rather than going and fighting to make things happen, I feel like for some of you, there's a better way to make things happen. This can also indicate change of attitude in your financial situations, and maybe even learning as much as you can. So the subject in your hand, so you can be prepared for what's coming next. How will that affect you? Okay, what will that bring you in the long term? Okay, we have Four of Cups here. Four of Cups is maybe even getting bored of a situation. You might be jumping into a new career that you think you're going to have a lot of fun and you're going to resolve conflict, but it seems like it can get a little boring for some of you. And this is suggesting to seek out other possibilities, look for the magic in life, be aware of your emotions. This is also emotional satisfaction card. Like it's not really, maybe you're not going to feel emotional satisfaction at the end of the day, even though you had the material satisfaction through this course of actions. So let's see what else. We have Eight of Gabriels, but that will actually help you take charge, because I keep looking at this bottom card, Emperor, which is actually the leading with confidence, stability, and efficiency. So you might experience certain trials and tribulations to get to a point that, okay, I need more than that. That will give you the chance to look for new possibilities. With the Eight of Wands, it seems like here, when you start looking for new possibilities, they're going to start flying from all directions into your life. A great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communications, and the shadow of that is you might even set up your own kingdom, queendom, and stability and efficiency you can establish. And also taking a charge of a situation, ambitious plans. You can start pursuing your long-term ambitious plans, which is, I feel like it's a beautiful thing. So through maybe boredom, you get you're going to be guided towards something that will actually put you in a position of power. Current situation I have here, this is, let me see, this is Cups energy. This is Knight, the Page of Cups. So for Gabriels, you're completing a cycle and starting something new. This can be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio with the Page of Cups energy. Maybe somebody's going to be offering you something new and emotionally fulfilling at the same time. The financial opportunity is 10 of Wands. Okay, so you're starting something new, but you might have to take some challenges and new challenges. And maybe, like I said, asking for help is the key, because 10 of Wands have the energy of I can do it by myself. So you can step into this new thing, this new opportunity with the attitude of, I'll take care of it. It's not a big deal. Okay. Let's see when the challenges are going to show up. The Five of Wands energy. So when you actually take that attitude and say, I can do it by myself, that can come back as a challenge, because you're going to create maybe conflict or competition through logic. I feel like here, if you have someone who's ready to help you, we have the Libra energy, and with the Libra energy here, maybe accept the help, because they can bring a different perspective into a situation, so you can resolve things smoothly rather than just doing everything by yourself. How should you manage your finances? Get a new attitude. And I have here, this is number 2 actually. Is this number 2? Let me see. These shapes do not really have the attitude of tarot. That's why I get like a little confused. But the number 2 is High Priestess. It doesn't really fit with the attitude of the High Priestess here. Yeah. But still, we have here, trust your intuition and take your own counsel. You hold within you the gathered wisdom of all your ancestors. Okay, so when you're moving on to a new direction, use your heightened intuition, Pisces, because you are the High Priestess. You already intrinsically know what to do here. And do not ignore that voice. Do not go down into the road of finding reasons for why you're not really following your intuition. Okay, instead of doing that, maybe this time you are actually going to get guided towards a right direction through the intuition. Not really, maybe intuition always speaks to us through gut feeling, so listening to it is going to be beneficial while you're managing your finances. I have Six of Wands energy here, Four of Raphael. So if some things are boring you and guiding you towards a new direction, Six of Wands is the victory, because the universe is guiding you towards the victory, a completion of a cycle, going to the world, coming back with a lot of loot, a lot of, recognition, success. Okay, so you're on the right path right there. If you're getting guided towards a new direction, it is going to bring a lot of opportunity into your life. And also I have here the, let me see, the Knight of Cups. So that will even bring new offers into your life, or you can come up with something, a better thing to offer. Okay, if you are actually selling something, it can be, maybe I go with the soap idea all the time because I love watching those people who make soaps. So maybe you're making a certain type of soap and it's actually selling well, but it's just going, maybe you want to explore something new. I know this lady, she makes like oatmeal and something milk formula, and which is really good for, she said, eczema. So maybe this is something that you're getting guided to, just to heal people and help people more, and that's why you're going to come up with a new idea and explore that. Soap is an example. You don't have to be making soap. It can be in anything that you're working on, okay? And that you will have something better to offer. A lead with here with the confidence. Like when you take on that and do that, that will bring you a lot of authority through the confidence too. Let's get to your oracle. What you should focus on: the journey, not the result, end result. Okay, eventually we're all going through the journey, and if you keep focusing on the end result, we cannot really enjoy what's happening. Or if there's a negative emotion that we just bypass, that can come up as something physical or mental at the end of the day. Let's see how you can enjoy the journey. Allow the transmutation to come forward. So I mean, I feel that the way that if we keep claiming I am like this, I can never change. This is who I am. Accept me the way I am. It is actually an attitude of like a stone, being like a stone. And stones, even they change shapes while through the rain and through the wind, they change shapes, and I feel like they even have like a sentient parts of themselves. So transmutation is necessary for you to enjoy the journey. Have the attitude of, okay, I'm allowing new things to come into my life, new habits to come into my life. I'm allowing things to change, transmute to a higher dimension and better place. When you allow that, you're going to be enjoying the journey better. What blessings that will bring? Anger showed up with Cancer again. I feel like there's some blessings in the anger. I feel like the anger is a suppressed emotion that has been holding you back, that's going to come to surface, that you can release it, you can let it go through transmuting yourself, and that will actually give you the clarity. In this card, it seems like the hope looks like something good, but I feel like here maybe you have a false hope of receiving certain things from others, approvals, love, or maybe some things that you think that somebody else can give you. But when you release the anger, you're going to realize that you have the source within. You have the resources that's going to come to surface, that's going to actually guide you towards the right direction. You're going to make yourself guide towards the right direction to make that good money, make that wealth come, like manifest itself in your life. Okay, let's get to your second oracle now. I ask the best advice or guidance for my beautiful Pisces through unconditional love. Thank you. Two of them want to come forward. Let's see what they are. We have this beautiful door. Okay, they have the same shape, by the way. I mean, if you know the spiritual meaning of these doors, shaped like this, comment down below. One of them is closed. The other one is the door open here. I feel like there's, let's see what the message is. A stranger's grace. Ego fears that the sudden danger, but never underestimate the kindness of a loving stranger. So you can receive during this timeline support from a stranger, a loving grace. And also we have the sunset here. Time here returns to release and unfurl. The old cords of pain fade as the sun's light burns. Okay, pass this card on, meaning pass this information on to someone. You might receive some love and help from some stranger that you think that is someone's stranger, and that can actually turn your gaze towards the sunset, where the light is coming from. Okay, this can be in the spiritual sense, this can be in the literal sense. And let's get to your spirit animal, then we're going to look into your affirmation or even the final message clarification. Let's see what we have here. We have the mouse. Okay, mouse has a small energy. And you can take it in the sense of like the opposite way as well. Maybe you're playing small. Detail oriented. Oh, okay. This indicates a little bit micromanaging, but sometimes we need that in order to get things done. Small minded, nitpicky, nervous. Okay. This is actually telling you to, instead of nitpicking things and being nervous, you can actually go into the positive side of this animal, organizing things that you want the way you want them to be organized, resourceful, and be prepared of what can come into your life. Okay, this is mouse energy is at play. Step back for a moment. It may be the time to find a more purposeful project to delve into, one that's worthy of your exacting eye. Okay. So you can utilize this energy of the mouse in that way, in that manner, rather than nitpicking things and seeing micromanaging. This can give you a purposeful organizing power. Let's get to your final message now. Don't do everything. Do the next thing. I love that. This actually aligns with the mouse's energy. Maybe you are trying to accomplish every task at the same time, and that's maybe giving you anxiety, which does happen to me time to time. Let's see. You will never be able to do it all at once. Make a list of ordered priorities and only worry about what's next. Focus only on what is you are doing right now. I love that for you. All right, my beautiful Pisces, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.